Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We hit legend. And we got a few weeks to spare. Luckily, I think it's everyone's want to finish the legend grind before Catch Cup, where things can get really weird. You don't know how much people are going to spend for Mon in Catch Cup. You don't want to know. But yeah, we did it. We hit legends. So this is the team I used for the last, I think it was 94 points. It's going to be Ferrothorn in the lead with Carbink and Jirachi. Most of the time, Jirachi is the safe swap. Obviously, there are some things that are very difficult to handle. Fire in the front can be very difficult. But I did show a few fire in the front games here. I mean, we faced 2 or 3. The only one that was like insanely tough and I did not win was Mag Cargo. Yeah, you're not going to see that one in here though. But we beat Salazzle. We beat Lowland, not a Lowland. We beat Kanto Ninetales Shadow. Yeah, so not going to go too much into the intro here. It's a very long video. My last full set is at the very end. It's going to be the last 5 battles. And yeah, if you haven't, definitely hit the subscribe button. It helps me out so much with the YouTube algorithm. And if you want to hit legend, you're going to want to check out all the videos I'm putting out every day. Hopefully they're helping people. I see in the comments that it's helping a lot of people. So I'm going to try to keep putting out more stuff. So yeah, again, this is the legend team right here. Boom. And let's go ahead and start these battles. All right, first one here is going to be Magnezone. Obviously, it's not even the Shadow, so I'm not really concerned if they throw a Wild Charge into us. So I'm not even going to throw my move until they throw. They do end up throwing the Wild Charge, which means they're probably going to switch. They actually waited 2 turns, switched and caught on a Noctowl. But luckily we have Carbink, which is just going to hard counter this. I'm going to go for the full farm down here. These battles are a bit more sped up than usual because I wanted to get through all of the sets that I did today to hit legend. I actually hit legend on my last set. So yeah, obviously this matchup's going to take a while. If you are the Noctowl, you do want to be throwing the Shadow Ball, but for us, we're just going for that full farm down. I'm going to have so much energy to throw into the Magnezone. I want to do good timing, even though I am already at 100 energy, because if I'm going to throw anyways, I might as well at least get that rock throw damage in. And yeah, I end up getting the Moonblast through and just going to throw this Rock Slide because they're most likely going to think that we're throwing there. And then I knew that I had a move banked on the Ferrothorn, so I wanted to get the shield down here. I don't care about this anymore. Ferrothorn, I'm going to let it go. They're going to throw the Wild Charge. They actually do... Oh, it ends up being a Mantine. Great. I could come in with Carbink to farm down, and then they would have to throw a move into us, or we can just come in with Jirachi. I believe they don't even go up to a Water Pulse here, so I don't shield it. I think I counted 6. Maybe I miscounted. I'm not too sure. But yeah, just going to basically save my shields for... Oh, actually, I really love this play here. I mean, I played this battle 4 hours ago. So yeah, actually a lot of Q times today as well. I guess the higher you get, the more Qs there are. But yeah, we know that there's Magnezone here, and we can just farm all the way down there, already low HP, and we have 2 shields. Here's that Kanto Ninetales I was telling you about. The only thing I can really switch into is a hard counter. They end up having Mantine in the back, and I'm like, okay, I'll just throw moves into this because I really do want to win Switch, kind of. It's a little awkward whether or not I want to win Switch or not. I end up going for the no shield on this first one, and then I think I end up shielding the second one. Basically, they spin a shield and I spin a shield as well. They shield, I shield, and yeah, I can throw this Rock Slide with a little bit of extra time. If they do end up shielding, that'll be great for me. I'll probably just let this Carbink go at this point, and then maybe come in with Jirachi with the farm down. Oh no, I decide I'm going to shield this as well. Definitely going to be able to get the farm down here. I'm going to have this Carbink available to me against whatever's going to be in the back. Ends up being a Sableye, which means I can go for this Moonblast, which almost KOs. It doesn't exactly KO, but gets it pretty low. Then they come in with the Ninetales. The only way they're going to KO me here is if they throw the Overheat, which is going to reduce them, I think, by 2 stages of their attack. And is it 2 or 3? Actually, it's been so long, I don't even know. But I'm definitely not going to come in Ferrothorn. Double super effective. Fire is double super effective against Ferrothorn. Obviously, we don't want to go into that. So Jirachi comes in, and yeah, just able to go for this Doom Desire. actually a surprising amount of play here for Jirachi. It's just so good into a lot. Empoleon here in the front, this is obviously where we do want to see it. I do want to throw Thunder into it if I can. It's all whether or not I think they're going to shield, but it's almost always worth it to go for the Thunder. It almost KOs. It doesn't quite KO, I believe. Yeah, we're going to get one more Bullet Seed in there. And then they come in with Annihilate. So Annihilate's one of the things you really fear in this lineup. In the lead, it feels. I don't think I ran into one in the lead, but I would imagine it's very difficult to win with it in the lead because it's just going to gain too much energy, and it is very good against our whole team. Really, Jirachi is the best pick against it. They do end up coming with a Jellicent here. I did see two or three Jellicent today, so way more than normal because I don't think I've seen any. But I'm basically going to go for the no shields here against the Carbink. Obviously, it does have super effective surfs to throw into me, but I can definitely handle it. Carbink is very bulky. I think mine is the best buddy as well. And I'm just going to let it hit here, and then I'm going to hope to farm down with the Doom Desire, or with the Confusion, rather. And then I'm going to hope to... I think this was a surf. Yeah. So I'm going to shield the Annihilate and then just go for the full farm down with their 2 shields. This is something I noticed a lot with this team is as long as we use our shields, sometimes they don't end up using their shields, which is nice for us. Really weird for the Superior to let me throw first here. Usually they would just go up to 7 and then throw the Aerial Ace. I did see a Superior today that went straight Leaf Tornado against me. That doesn't do well into Ferrothorn. It was weird because they never actually threw the Frenzy Plant, even though I got double debuffed in the first 2. So they debuffed me the first time, which is a double attack debuff, and then literally the second Leaf Tornado, they also debuffed me. So I was already 4 times debuffed right off the gate. All right, yeah, Superior, obviously not great in this matchup. We were able to throw Power Whip into it. I think I'm just going to let this go, unless they let me throw. Since I CMP'd here and I have more than 1 HP, I definitely made sure to look. I definitely have more than 1. If they want a double shield here, I'm so good with that. They've already used a little bit of excess energy here as well, so I get to come in with Jirachi, plus I resist everything as Jirachi against the Superior. They do end up coming with a Mantine, and I'm decided I'm going to probably just farm all the way down. You live 2 Water Pulse, so that's good to note. I guess we're just going to go all the way in with... Did I say I'm going to farm all the way down? I think I'm still in that Noctowl matchup. Obviously, they're going to get to a move here. Unfortunate. Really unfortunate to throw when we could have saved a little bit of energy here for apparently the Dugong. But we're going to be able to get a Rock Slide off, which is nice. It's going to be super effective. Although they're going to be able to lower the attack of Jirachi, which is not nice. But to be fair... we have to shield this no matter what because they're only going to get 1 move off. And we get to throw, since it's 4 turns versus their 2 3-turn moves, we get to throw in between a Ice Shard no matter what. And then I think they were just like 1 HP here on the Superior. Actually, Jirachi is pretty frail. I will say that because look, we got a resisted move thrown into us there. Poliwrath lead. So I guess this is kind of like Annihilate, except it's a little better for us because we at least get to throw a grass move into it. I did see a couple of Poliwrath. I believe I beat in the lead, and I believe I beat both. And yeah, also if they go for this, I noticed, so this must be the first person I faced, or maybe this is the second. I'm not too sure. I'm not sure I included both, but I was able to see that if they do go for the Ice Punch on good timing, no matter what, I always make it to 2 moves on my Ferrothorn. I don't know if that's going to be the case for everyone, but it was 2 separate Poliwraths, so I'm not sure if the Poliwrath IVs matter that much. But on mine, I am able to survive and get to 2 in the zeros, which means I will win the zeros no matter what. All right. They do end up having a Gligar in the back. That's a little tough for us. Ends up being a Mantine. I decided I'm going to go up to 2 moves and then switch. So that I have at least 2 moves to throw into whatever's in the back. But to be fair, the 2 Water Pulses we already saw before, not going to be enough to KO here. So even if they do get to 2, not going to be enough. And we have 2 Doom Desire on Jirachi. And Doom Desire is a crazy great move, by the way. The Gligar is pretty low, so I'm going to go for 2 Rock Slides here. They're not going to be able to farm me down. And yeah, that's going to be GG in this one. But Doom Desire hits like a truck. The only thing I will say is, let's get to this. Mantine in the front's really good for me. I always go for the Thunder because if it lands, it one-shots them, and if it doesn't, that's fine. Both my Mon in the back are pretty decent against it. I even waited a turn, and I saw the switch, and I clicked it anyways, because I will say in these games today, I really wanted to hit Legend today before, just before Catch Cup comes in, right? So if this is a crunch, I want to make sure that I can throw a Power Whip, but also since it is a crunch, we know that the other move that it has is not Earthquake. Keep that in mind. If they ever throw the crunch first, they definitely don't have Earthquake. And then I go for the safe swap here. Obviously, this is a good matchup for Jirachi. We do, unless they have Water Pulse, we do resist everything. Yeah, but you're going to have to go for Psychic. Yeah. What was I saying before? Something about for these games I was actually 100% locked in. I wasn't usually when I play. I'm listening to a podcast or an audiobook, and today not the case for that. Annihilate goes for the Shadow Ball, which is nice for us because we did end up catching. And then I end up trying to catch here on this, but now they're so low, and they have 2 shields again. Another thing that I was saying before in the intro, a lot of these games, they end up not using their shields, I guess, because we're throwing like resisted moves or anything like that. Oh, another thing I was going to say, and I forgot if I said it or not, but you do not want to throw Doom Desire into Empoleon. I did that today without even thinking about it, and then it did no damage, and I was like, what's going on? Oh, it's double resisted because water and steel resist steel. So definitely don't do that. Something that I had to learn the hard way. Anyways, they have the Mantine here, and I end up coming in with the Jirachi. I'm not going to shield the first one, even if it is Water Pulse, not enough to do anything, and it is just an Aerial Ace. They end up coming in with a Steelix. It's fine, I guess. At least we're not seeing it against the Carbink, and I'm going to be throwing on bad timing because I'm literally just in desperation mode to get these moves off. I just want to get the damage off before I have to lose this Jirachi, and I'm not going to shield Jirachi. Well, yeah, he already has 2 moves, right? So I'm going to wait the timer out, come in with Carbink, try to farm like a lot of this down. Really, they already showed the crunch, like I said, so I don't care about it having Earthquake because it definitely doesn't. And I can take a lot of these Psychic Fangs because the Dragon Tail on this Steelix is double resisted. So even though I'm 3 times debuff now, I probably switch into... Yeah, I switch to get rid of the debuff here. And then they switch into Mantine. I do end up getting to a Thunder, which is obviously going to one-shot even if it was at full HP because it's double super effective. And basically the best part of it is the debuff is removed. I have a ton of energy, and I can definitely go for... Oh, look at... Wait. Okay. I lag. My 2-turn move takes 5 turns to throw. So I lagged for 1.5 seconds. It's so crazy because I throw 1 2-turn move. They throw 2 4-turn moves. What? Yeah, wild. Anyways, Mirror Shot's actually really rough for us here. Luckily, I do have 2 shields. I'm going to be able to go 1 more at least, but I'm not going to go too far here. Steelix is very low. I still live another Psychic Fangs. I probably actually live 2 Psychic Fangs, but yeah. Tough on... when you're lagging, it's just whatever. All right, Ferrothorn in the lead. Actually, every Ferrothorn in the lead that I've seen in the last couple days has had Flash Cannon. I'm not too sure why, to be honest. I really like Thunder, and I don't see the need for Flash Cannon. I feel like it makes your water matchups... Not your water matchups, but like your flying matchup with Mandibuzz is weirder. This matchup's actually worse, right? So you're losing the mirror, you're losing Mandibuzz, you're playing with fire against Mantine and Empoleon. Yeah, I like Thunder, but literally I don't think I saw a single Thunder Ferrothorn today I played 30 battles today. And I saw maybe, I don't remember exactly, but maybe like 8 Ferrothorns, and I maybe saw 1 Thunder, but I literally can't remember that Thunder, so I'm not too sure if it actually was or not. We're going to see if they have Water Pulse or not. We'll see if we need to respect the shields in the future matchups. I'm going to go for the Psychic because it is the actual neutral move. Doom Desire is resisted by the Water typing. And then I can get to this Doom Desire. It is CMP, but this is going to KO for sure. Mantine obviously losing CMP against Jirachi. Ends up being a Feraligatr in the back, but it is the Shadow, so I decide I'm going to go for the full farm down. I can double shield this, and I'll survive one anyway, so they have to get to 4. And I have a little bit of Jirachi left, but actually only enough for a catch. Not enough to actually throw a Confusion into it, because it is actually super effective for their Shadow Claws against the Jirachi, and I'm probably only going to live one anyway. Since we're both attack weighted Mon, it's going to be hitting hard. Again, like I said, you're going to survive one anyways. Going to shield both of the others, and then just go for that full farm down. Again, another matchup where they have 2 shields at the end because they decided not to shield anything. To be honest, that's how I would play a lot of these matchups too. I like, you guys know me, I like going for the Scrafty 2 shield. But if you go for the Scrafty 2 shield and they end up having a Fairy in the back, you're just going to lose that matchup anyways, right? So, tough for them, I guess, but it's been happening a lot today. They actually ended up living, or not shielding, the Thunder, which the other Empoleon also did not shield. So maybe that's something to think about. I'm going to let this go. And then come in with Jirachi. We're at least still resisting everything. Obviously, I don't want to come in against a Steel type against Carbink, as it is double super effective. I'm hoping they only get to 1 move, and then I'm going to, I think 2 here. Okay, yeah, and then I end up KOing. We have Doom Desire. I know that they're not at a move yet, so I end up going for the 2 Doom Desire here. They're probably just going to let this go, and then I can throw Doom Desire into whatever this last matchup is. I was about to say it does feel like it's going to be Annihilate. If they shield here, I can go for a Moonblast. If they don't, I tried to get that extra Confusion in because I'm going to need all the damage I can get. If they don't shield, I'm just going to have to call a Shadow Ball, and I'm just going to assume the first one's the best chance for me. I do think it is a Shadow Ball here. So we're going to live the next Shadow Ball, and then they have to get to... Maybe we'll be in range of a Night Slash. Yeah, I think we will because of the counters, but we do end up going for the fast attack down there. Salazzle, I told y'all it was coming. I end up throwing in the Carbink, and then they throw... it's weird. They throw another one, another Incinerate, and then they throw the Weakening, the Poison Fang. And it makes sense. They end up having a Fairy in the back, a Charmer specifically. And it really makes me think that I'm not going to survive another Charm, so I'm going to let this go. Really makes me think that it's double Charm, which usually in these cases is going to be Shadow Alolan Ninetales, because Clefable is banned. I guess it could be something like... Yeah, and Jirachi's also super effective against the poison typing of Salazzle, so you're going to be getting lots of damage through. Again, yeah, ends up being a Alolan Ninetales, and one of these is definitely going to KO, so I'm just going to go for the double move. If I can survive, I'll shield everything, even though everything's resisted, because if I can just get one more Charm against that Salazzle, it's going to go down for sure. At least I think so. And this is double super effective as well, Doom Desire. I'm sure it would one-shot Alolan Ninetales from the front, or from 100%. They end up getting a Incinerate through, but I already have the move, and that's going to be GG. All right, Alolan Ninetales. Our whole team loves to see it. Unfortunately, it is the Powder Snow variant, which is good against us in the lead here. I'll probably throw a Power Whip and then maybe go to Jirachi. I'm not too sure. Yeah, again, all my Mon are good against this, so I need to be baiting out whatever it is. And, yeah, they beat me to the move here. I hope that I go for the Psychic, but I have a feeling that I'm just going to go for a Doom Desire. Oh, no, I go for the Psychic. Great job, Vergyverg, of the past, of 3 hours ago when this battle took place. Is 11... No, it's 10:30 right now, and this battle took place at 7:19. yeah, I can go for the farm down here. I'm just going to assume this is an Aqua Tail. Plus, I'm already going to be all in on the Carbink there in the back. At least we know the... I want to bank a move, to be honest. Yeah, this is a great idea here. Just switch. For a second there, it seemed like I was going to try to throw a move at that little Ninetales. But to be honest, whatever's in the back is going to be... Well, it's probably a Mantine. Yeah, I guess it was a Mantine. All right, Toxapex's in the lead. Luckily for us, Toxapex's not really doing... It's very bulky, so it doesn't really do a lot of damage. It does have Sludge Wave on it, which is going to do a lot, but actually we still resist it because Steel double resists poison. Yeah, and I'm just going to go for another Thunder. This Thunder should KO. It's pretty close, though. Okay, yeah, it does KO. Nice. Now we get to see what's in the back and whether or not we want to make a swap to like Jirachi or something like that. I decided I'm just going to stay in here and throw this. I can... Okay, I guess we survive one. They end up coming in with Quagsire. Lucky for us, they waited a long time to get extra energy. So I'm going to go for the Moonblast, which obviously is the only effective move I have. Rock Slide is resisted by the ground typing of Quagsire, so unless it's the last move you're going to throw at it, don't throw it. I might still make it to the Rock Slide here. Oh, they actually... Yeah, I still make it. They had Mud Bomb and Aqua Tail, but we did end up surviving, which is pretty nice. And then I end up coming in Jirachi here. I have 2 shields. I'm going to go for that farm down. But they are throwing super effective Shadow Claws into me, and they have a lot of energy. This Jirachi probably is going to end up going down, unlike the Carbink, not going to be able to handle another move or any moves at this HP. But we still have a lot of this Ferrothorn, so nice. They switch into Venusaur from the Cresselia. All of our Mon are pretty good against Cresselia, kind of. Well, no. Carbink is not good against it, but obviously Jirachi is pretty good against it, but then they end up coming in with the Venusaur, and I know that I can just farm it all the way down because we're going to be resisting the charge attack from Venusaur, which is Frenzy Plant, and then they end up coming in with a Mandibuzz, and they don't know yet, but they've already lost this game. Just hard alignment RPS in this one. That happens sometimes. It's not every game is RPS, but some of the games are super RPS like this one. I just have to make sure not to switch, and actually end up throwing 3 Doom Desires into it, which is enough to take the shield. Was it 3 or 4? I don't know. But yeah, Doom Desire, crazy move, able to get the move from this Mandibuzz, and that's just going to be GG. All right, Mantine. Again, love the Mantine leads. They end up coming in with Gligar. Gligar is one of the harder things to face in this team, but with all 3 of them on, you can handle it. Jirachi's fine against Gligar. Obviously, you don't want to take a dig, but against the regular Gligar, you're definitely going to survive a dig anyways. And obviously, Ferrothorn is pretty decent against Gligar as well. The only thing is, if they go for shields, I might have to go for shields, although I think at this point I probably won't. And I'll hope this is an Aerial Ace. And I think this is an Aerial Ace, but they end up living by enough to not actually help me at all, except that they go for the move here. And I actually think I might be at 1 HP. So I let it go, come over with the Jirachi. They end up coming back in with the Mantine, so I end up switching right away. Maybe I could have handled a little bit of the moves there. They obviously wanted to save this Gligar because it felt like it was weird that I didn't switch out, so I don't have a hard Gligar answer, which, I mean, they're right, but Jirachi's fine against Gligar as well, especially in the shield scenarios. They end up going for another Water Pulse, and again, we would have survived, but I want to make sure to have a little bit more HP than that. I have 2 moves. If they do come in with Gligar, I can just throw both. If they do end up coming with something else, I do, as you see, I did throw some fast attacks just to see what was coming in. They do come in with the Gligar. Ends up being an Annihilate, so I throw the good move against it, the super effective move, because I already know I have the Jirachi in the back, and I can hopefully get that shield, and if I do get that shield, I'll go for the Psychic, which is going to one-shot the Annihilate. Alright, Mantine here. Again, I'm just going to go... Oh, this is my last set, I remember. I think? Because I was like, oh, I'll take the shield, and then I'll hard counter. Yeah, I think this is my very last game, so you'll be able to see that I got Legend here. Which, again, super psyched to get it before Catch Cup. This Catch Cup's going to be an interesting one. I'll put a video out on it because I do think a lot of people are going to have a lot of Mon. I think Niantic tried really hard to get some PvP Mon into everybody's hands. They do come in with a Quagsire. I'm going to try to go for the Moonblast. I'm not going to make it, so I just throw what I can. But we do have the switch timer backup, you see there, so I can just come in with Ferrothorn right away. I'll probably switch into whatever they switch into, even if it's a good matchup, just because I'll at least have the shields for this later. And yeah, it ends up being a Gligar, which again is a pretty good match. It's neutral to good for Ferrothorn, but I'm just going to go back into Jirachi. It is regular Gligar, I think, so we do survive a dig. And yeah, I was about to say, I might shield from here. There's a bit too much health to try to farm down. They do end up baiting me, and I'll probably let this one go. I guess I don't need the shield because they've already shown Aqua Tail on Quagsire. That must have been my thought process there. I'm going to throw the Doom Desire. It is resisted, but I'm just trying to do any amount of damage I can. If I can get this into fast attack range, all the better. If this is Mudshot, I might go down, but again, they're showing Aqua Tail. And yeah, just going to go for the full farm down here, and that's just going to be GG. I think this last set I went 4-1. I think I went 4-1 in 3 sets, and I think I went 3-2, 4-1, 2-3, 4-1, 4-1 for my sets on the day, which was enough to get me 96 points for Legend. Actually, more than 96. I needed 96. I think it was at 2904. Ended up getting to 3010. And, yeah, we're Legend. Boom. All right, so what was that? 106 points gained on the day. Whoops, sorry. 106 points gained on the day with this team. I played 6 sets. I don't remember what my score was, I guess. Maybe it was another 3-2. Not sure. Yeah, 106 points gained. This team was pretty awesome. I did auto lose to a Magikarp in the lead. Fire lead is very tough. I mean, I did show 2 of the 4 games against fire leads that I faced. I faced 2 Salazzle, 1 Shadow Kanto Ninetales, and 1 Magikarp. I think I only lost the Magikarp game, and I did not see how I could possibly win it. It just has moves against kind of everything, right? Well, if you say swap into Carbink, they're just going to say swap into anything else, and then you just auto lose to the Magikarp. Anyways, yeah, thank you all so much for the support this season. The season's not over for everyone. It's not over for me either. I'll be continuing to play and continuing to put out videos, but the support for this channel has been absolutely amazing. I'm just blown away that everyone, the amount of people that really want to see the content. And yeah, I'm going to continue to put out videos, but if you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos of climbing and what teams to use to climb, subscribe to the channel. It helps me out so much, and a lot of y'all have been doing that, and that's amazing. And I will see you in the next one. Hopefully you hit Legend soon, if that is your goal for the season, or whatever goal is for this season. Hopefully you hit it. I'll see you in the next one. Hey, thank you for watching the video, and if you want to continue to support me, definitely click that subscribe button. You'll see any content coming out, and if you want another video on this same league for some more tips and tricks to other teams, check that video out right there, and I'll see you in the next one.